How's it going, everyone? It's that Blew Up Arth here, and welcome back to the channel and another video. And well, I've also got to say, welcome back to Cadwell Park. And that's right, guys, we're finally back at Cadwell Park after so long, I guess. I mean, it's been many months since we've been able to come here, and that's mainly due to because of the holidays. The holidays shut this place down and they did all the track maintenance and stuff like that, so it's been quite a while since we've been able to get access to this place, but it's finally open again and we're back. It's another track day, just a regular car track day, and believe me, there's been some changes. I'm just looking directly in front of me and there's a gigantic wooden cabin. I mean, yeah, that's there now. So there's been quite a lot of changes to the track and just around the place as well, and I can't wait to see some cars today. I mean, it's been a long time and I can already see some pretty awesome stuff. So I guess without any further ado, let's get straight into it. Well then, guys, right off the bat, yeah, we've got a car hoofing it. Wow, so starting off, we've got a Mark II Mexico, an mx5, two Lotus Exiges. Wow. We've got Cooper and an Integra. And of course, we can't have a track day without a Megane RS. We've also got 2 Series and a Clio. We're going to be seeing a lot of the usual suspects today, guys, like the Clios, the Meganes, and all the lot. So coming up next, we got this. Woo! A Marlboro FN2 and a crazy mx5. Ford Fiesta, oh look at that. So we've got some pretty insane cars here today, guys. I've got to admit, some crazy machines. It's good to be back, I have to admit. It's been such a long time and it definitely doesn't disappoint, this place. There's always something going on, always crazy cars. It's just always a fantastic time at Cadwell Park, as we all know. Whew! Some Cadwell action going on. Oh, look at that! So we've got 2 Mark IIs. We've got a lot of 2s today here, guys. We've got Mark II MX5s, Mark II Mexicos, Mark II Golfs. Whew, we've got some pretty spicy machines out on track. There's the Megane again. The Integra. Oh, yeah. Today's going to be a good day, folks. I can already tell you that. And I don't even know if this is all the cars. There might be more. And we've got a Trade Center 2 Series. That might be like an experience day car, you know, like some of the places do. They get a car, livery it up, and then people can have a go in it. That's pretty cool if so. And look at this. That thing's pretty serious, I can tell you that, for free. MX5 with the roof down. Whew. Good. Oh. We're going to be seeing a lot of those 2 cars today, guys, I can tell you that much. The Mark II Mexico and that MX5 are definitely some of the craziest cars out here on track today. So far, anyway. There might be more, who knows. But I suppose we'll take this chance to say that I'm going to be coming here a lot more often, like I did in the past, recording track days, and hey, who knows what's going to happen in the future. Coming back, got the MX5 and a Twingo. Don't know why I called that an mx5, it's definitely a Megane. Oh yeah, lovely shift. But yeah, so I cannot wait to come back here more in the future. Now that it's open again, we're going to see some crazy stuff. And well, like you can see, we've got the Minis, we've got the Lotuses. It's jam-packed full of nice, awesome cars and machines. And that's what I love doing, getting your guys' cars on the channel for you to see, especially on track days. And look at that. A 2CV. Honestly, I cannot tell you what's going on today. We've got some absolutely crazy cars out on track. I mean, a Citroen 2CV. I never thought in all of my years of coming to tracks and stuff like that would I see a tracked up 2CV. That's just insanity, honestly it is. And we have another MX5. I've got to say, guys, all of these cars are awesome. All of these builds, they're just fantastic. You can see that time and effort are put into them. Whew. Getting interrupted there by the Mark II Mexico, but I've got to tell you, I'm fine with that because it sounds fantastic. On the legend himself, oh, guys, look at this. So the legend himself, my dad, has just come back from the cafe with not food, but a Cadwell Park beanie. Guys, look at that. That is insanity. And talking of insanity, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. So already we're having a great morning, I've got to tell you. Look at that, that's so sick. It's got the logos on it, it's got, well, of course, the track will name itself. Look, bubble. Oh, that's very true. I could put it on my seat. Oh, yeah. Man. New camera, fresh day at Cadwell, crazy cars, and a beanie. It doesn't get much better than that. Whew. I tell you what, guys, I think today the title's going to include mx5 because there's a lot of them, that's for sure. Thank you very much, Dad. Oh, that is awesome. And we have got, apologies if I get that wrong, but I think that's a Nova, a Vauxhall Nova. I don't believe it's a Corsa, but I think it might be a Nova. Coming back to the 2CV, definitely giving it some beans. Unleashing all of the however many horsepower, and oh, there we go, guys. What do you think? Got the brand new drip on. Oh, I'm loving it. And we got the bubble as well. Pretty awesome stuff, I've got to admit. This is actually really nice too, I've got to admit. So thank you to my dad for such an awesome gift. And look at this. It wobbles around as well. We're coming back to the cars. Yeah, we've got a lot of MX5s today, guys, and a few unique cars too, like the Mexico and the 2CV. Someone will have to tell me how much horsepower that 2CV has, because it's definitely given it some, that's for sure. Roof down on the MX5, that's fair enough. Some awesome stuff here today, guys. I mean, hey, if the 2CV driver is watching this video, I'd love to know more about the car. Of course, got the ep3. It's not a track day without an ep3 Type R. And here we got the, I don't know what to call this, the Gumball edition. Pretty sweet though, I've got to admit. Oh. There's that insane MX5. With the very big wing on the back. It is definitely crazy. And here we have the Mini Cooper S, definitely supercharged, you can hear it. Lovely and lovely. I think that's a Nova. You guys can obviously tell me if it isn't in the comment section, but I'm pretty sure that is a Vauxhall Nova. Woo! Very, very nice. I've got to admit that Mexico is insane. And here is the 2CV getting chased by the mx5. A very unusual sight. Very, very unusual. That's the thing about Cadwell Park. You get some absolutely unique and insane looking cars, and cars you'd never think would be a track car. But that's what I love about it. Track days, they inspire you to make something awesome. So I'm just making my way up to the S-Bends now, because believe me, the S-Bends, it gets pretty crazy up there because the drivers really do send it. Especially the proper drivers, they all really lunge the car in there. I'll tell you what, we've got some drivers today, that's for sure. But making my way up here, I guess it's a good opportunity to just talk about what's going to be happening when I come back to Cadwell Park. I mean, I'd love to do some of the actual major events. They are, you know, paid, you have to pay to get in, but I wouldn't mind doing that because you can see some awesome stuff. And yeah, talking of awesome stuff, the 2CV. We have 2 more ep3s on the track now, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, so I would definitely pay for some of these more major events because you can see some pretty awesome stuff. You can see the drift days, the blueberry, or the I'm trying to think of a name for that, guys, but the mx5. But yeah, so you get some like really crazy events. You can get like days where you can see drifting, and there's the V8 chasers and stuff like that. You get classic shows with classic cars. You can get motorbike days too, and I'd like to do a few more bike days because they're definitely interesting. They hammer it on the straight, the bikes. It's insane, guys. But yeah, I would definitely do more events at Cadwell Park, but the track days, you can't go wrong. They're free. You can just, literally, you can just drive in and watch the action, which is the best part about it. And speaking of action, I can hear an ep3 coming. Whether it's going to send it for these S-Bends, who knows? But let me switch the camera around. So there's the Nova. I'm just going to call it the Nova for now because I think that is what it is. But pretty awesome either way. There's the mx5. I think that is definitely a track car. Oh. Well, it's definitely got an exhaust on it, that's for sure. No doubt about that. But I definitely think that these S-Bends and the section up by the bridge is some of the best parts to film. You can't film further down the circuit with the wider corners and stuff like that. I can't seem to find any way to access that area. But these parts, they'll definitely do, especially for a video. And I hope you guys will enjoy this content because, mate. Oh, we got an EG as well. We're getting all sorts here today. Oh my god. The bubblegum mx5, there we go. And the 2CV. He's definitely working to send that thing, but kudos to that man. Honestly, he is sending it. The ep3. So it seems today, guys, oh, we got another 2 Series and a Caterham. I'll tell you what, guys, I'm seeing a pattern here. MX-5s, Civics, and Lotuses. Yeah, we're getting a lot of those today, but I'm not complaining because they're all fantastic bases for track cars and time attacks and anything like that. You can build them to be anything you want, and they'll succeed when you do so. And, I mean, as you can see, we've got a Twingo as well, which are also great little cars to send around the track. And my dad has just arrived, the legend himself. How we doing, my friend? He was warming up because it isn't the warmest of days, but it's not too bad. Oh man, we've got holes in the bonnet, we've got wings, we've got the lot. We've got hardtop conversion too, which is pretty cool. And I need to know, Dad, is that a Vauxhall Nova, the little red one?
I didn't see it. I think it was, yeah. When it comes round off.
Yeah, if anyone's going to know what that little red Vauxhall is, it's going to be Dad. So we'll get confirmation in a little bit when it comes round again. But yeah, so I hope you guys are going to enjoy the track days, because they will be coming back to the channel once again. It's been a long time, but since August, the track has been closed for maintenance and stuff like that, and they were building that shed, or the hut, I should say. So it's been a while. And look at these two. Oh, yeah. It didn't take long for the mx5 to catch up to the ep3's. He's definitely sending that thing, that's for sure. The bubblegum mx5, that's what I'm going to call it today, guys. I was going to say it's one of the most insane cars here, but I think they all are, to be honest. Everyone is doing their best to send their cars around the track, and they're doing a great job, that's for sure. And doing it in style. And, I mean, look at that. That looks great. I love a good EG. I love a good ep3. And I love a good 2CV. That Caterham is definitely catching on to the 2CV, but he's going to make him work for it, that's for sure. That 2 Series, I think he's definitely sending that too. We don't know. It might be a track experience car, which you may have to pay to, you know, go out in. But either way, I imagine they're having fun, and that's all that counts. Twingo is definitely going for it. So is this MX-5. Tell you what. Oh, there it is. Yes. So we have got confirmation that is a Vauxhall Nova. 84 Vauxhall Nova, sending it on a modern day racetrack. You love to see it, honestly. Bringing these cars back to do some track days is the best thing. That could have just been sat in a barn or someone's driveway, just sat there doing nothing but Tesco runs, but it's out on Cadwell Park. So you've got to respect it, honestly, you have to. And the rest of these cars too, you don't have to do mad things to send a car out on track. I mean, some of these ep3's probably just have some performance mods. But I mean, look at that. You can see the difference between the grey ep3 and the red ep3, where the grey one, I think he may have just put some things on and taken it out on track, and the red one is more of a track-ready, track-built car. But they're still sending it and having a great time, which is all that matters. And if you can do that, then there you go. You've succeeded, and you've now got a Cadwell spec car. So there you go. And talking of Cadwell spec, ep3, Caterham. So it definitely looks like the Caterham overtook the 2CV. And I can see the 2CV all the way down there. It's doing its best. But we've got a lot of MX5s today, which is fair enough because they are great little cars to send on a track. They're cheap and they're not too bad to modify either. So it's a fair shout. And there's the 2CV. Definitely one of the more unique cars of today's roster. But hey, you gotta love it, honestly. 2CVs, they're funny, they're awesome, and overall, they're a great little car. And here comes the definitely modified MX5. Very cool car indeed. I'd love to know what's going on under that hood. So I bet there's some serious stuff. Ooh, is that a 205?
Charge 205.
Guys, it's like I said, the creativity is crazy when it comes to Cadwell Park.
Supercharged 205.
We can't believe it. A supercharged 205. We've seen it all now, folks. And here's the ep3s. Those two are having a crazy battle. I feel like that's going to be going on for quite a long time today. Who knows who's going to come out on top? I mean, the grey one, it's been sticking, you know, it's been doing a good... I've just lost what I was trying to say there, guys. There's so many cars, I'm just trying to keep track of the action. But the grey one's doing a good job, that's for sure, keeping him at bay. And here's the Caterham again. Very nice indeed. No problem. The legend himself is going to the cafe once again. Who knows what he'll come back with. But now we have peace and tranquility, which, yeah, that didn't last long because you can hear the ep3s and the Caterhams. They're all going mad. Now, I did see a CLA 45 on the paddock area, you know, where everyone waits and does up their cars, getting ready. the pit lane, I suppose that's the best word for it, the official name for the area. Yeah, so I did see a few more cars out on pit lane, so maybe we'll see them later on, whether it's in sessions on who goes out, depending on the time and stuff like that, we don't know. But the cars right now are definitely pretty awesome. That is such a cool little car. The mx5 is definitely one of the star guests, or the stars of today's video. And sorry guys, if I sound a bit speechless, I can hear that supercharger, and here's the 205. Bloody hell, that is just crazy. How do you supercharge a 205? That is just madness, guys, honestly. But that's why I love coming here, because you can see some right crazy, unique, cool cars. Oh, that K-drum sounds nice. Lovely little Lotus Exige. I think that's a 250, which pretty awesome indeed. I believe there's like 3 of them. There's the normal, the 250, and then I believe there might be a 300 Cup edition, something like that. But they're all pretty well spec'd and definitely track ready if you want to use it. Oh man, something's banging in the background there. I think you guys may have heard that. It might be this mx5 because it's banging quite a lot. Definitely the star of today's video. That's what I was trying to say earlier. I still can't get it right. I'm sorry, guys. I can't speak today because of all my excitement that I have to be back here. And here's the Fiesta. Oh, look at that. Now that's one spec that you don't get on a Lotus Exige unless you do it yourself. And here we've got an mx5, the 2CV, and the Charge 205. I can't even speak, there's so much noise, but hey, I am fine with that. Go on, Twingo, go on, Twingo. Oh, cheeky Integra coming out of nowhere. That is fine by me. The wind is definitely starting to pick up again, guys, so I think what I'll do is, unless anything crazy happens, I'll cut back a little bit later and see what happens. My throat is starting to hurt because of how much I've been talking. It's just, you can't not talk about this. It's so awesome. Look at all this. Man. Such an awesome range of cars out on track today, guys. But yeah, like I said, there's a CLA 45 and a few other cars. Whether we'll see them today, I don't know, because like I said, Cadwell Park does do sessions, so certain cars go out at certain times, or sometimes they'll combine a few together, but who knows? We might see it, we might not. It did look like the owner was sorting out a few things with the car, so we might see it, we might not. Who knows? But to be fair, we do have a good gaggle of cars out on track today, so definitely not disappointed, because we've got some pretty awesome spec'd vehicles and machines out on the lovely place itself, Cadwell Park. And I think, oh, here's the 2 Lotuses, the normal Exige and the track Exige. Great cars, honestly. Fantastic time. So I think I'm going to go and get something to eat in a minute or two, because it is nearing lunchtime. Oh, no way. No way. Oh wait, that way, that would help. Oh my goodness, guys. What? We have not got one. It is not double trouble, it is triple trouble. Three supercharged 205s. What is going on today? Whoa. And of course the Integra sending it. I have been hit with so much just now. 3 supercharged 205s, the Integra sending it, a Citroen, or I think it was a Peugeot 108. What's going on? This is crazy, honestly. Whew. I need to catch my breath a bit. So I think I'm going to get something in a minute to eat because I think lunch is nearing. And of course, as we all know, when it's lunchtime, the cars do go back in for an hour. But man, I'm going to need a break. So much has been happening. And is that a Porsche? Indeed it is. Oh yeah, flat 6, lovely stuff. A Carrera GTS. Oh man, what is going on today, guys? I can't even tell you how excited I am to see all these cars. Oh man, they are very brave to have the roof off today because it is a little bit chilly, that's for sure. Another mx5 with its roof off. I've got to say, we've got some daring people out today, that's for sure. But yeah, I think what will happen now is I just want to get those Peugeot 205s on one more time because supercharger noises, you can't get bored of that. And I can hear them, they're coming around. Let me just switch the camera for you. Oh my God. Oh, the Caterham is trapped in a 205 supercharged sandwich. And there's the third one. Wow. 3 of them. Can't believe it. Whoa. Man, it's so difficult to keep up with all the action. There's so much going on. And here is the Peugeot 108, a car that I am familiar with because I've seen it quite a few times. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. So I will meet back up with you in a little bit when either I've had lunch or something happens or more cars come out on track. So I'll see you in a bit. So everyone, here we are, just having a cheeky bit of lunch. The red flag has come out, so I believe it's lunchtime now. But
That's what they call a lunch.
yeah, this is what we call a lunch at Cadwell Park. First ever time I've had lunch at Cadwell. We've got a cheeky curry and chips. What do you call that? I call that a meal. Bosh. So a recovery truck actually went out a minute ago, so I think someone's crashed. But, oh, there's that CLA.
Sending them back out again.
Yeah, they're sending them back out, so I think everything's all right. But
Probably lunchtime, isn't it?
I think, yeah, it's just lunchtime now. We've got a Polo as well, which pretty awesome. So yeah, gonna absolutely scran this and then should be back out very soon to see more Cadwell action. So I'll see you in a bit, guys. Coming to pit lane now, and the first car is this Polo GTI, wide body kit, performance parts, and a vent where you can see into the engine. Pretty serious stuff. And talking of serious, here is the Mark II Mexico and a GT86. And taking a closer look at the Mexico, it was pretty awesome. As you saw on track, it was insane. And look at that interior, proper track spec, and it was such a cool car. And we have a GT86 with a wide body kit, lovely looking thing indeed, and sounded nice. Talking of sounding nice, the 205's with the superchargers, insane cars honestly. And then the Mark III's, very nice indeed, quite clean too I must admit. And the Citroen 2CV, one of the most unique cars of the roster today. And here are the ep3's, which obviously ep3's are always cool. And a cheeky 930 which we saw park up, very nice indeed. But there is one thing that I wanted to show you, something very strange indeed. We noticed this coming in and I thought, you know what, if I'm going to make a video I want to include this because it's very, very peculiar. I've never seen this before. And well, I'm going to try my best to block out the license plate while I'm recording this because bit weird. So I'm going to change the camera around so you can see what's going on. And yeah. Dun, 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 dun. So what we're looking at now is an F-Type SVR, one of Jaguar's, well, V8 performance cars. And from the side, it doesn't look terrible. It looks pretty nice. But as you can see, there is a bit of a weird gap here. And well, if I come around the back, the back's not looking too bad either. But yeah, that's not particularly straight. So I think you've probably gathered by now that this is wrecked. Yeah, so I don't know the story of this car and what's happened to it, but what I can tell you is that it has had a bit of a crash. And yeah, I imagine if you bring up its history, it probably won't mention this. And yeah, I'm a bit speechless. I don't know what's going on here. But as you can see, we do have green and white paint on it, which means it has hit one of the barriers quite hard. I mean, so hard that one of the vents has popped out.
That man, you see it?
Yeah. I mean, hey, I guess this is a good time to implement a car vertical advert because, well, if there ever was a time, it'd be now. I mean, look at the state of that. That's a drift angle right there. Oh, it's on the wheels and everything. Yeah, so guys, I'm going to blank the plate out of respect, you know, because, hey, I mean, this is a weird sight and you probably don't see this every day. I've never really seen a crash damaged car in person. Yeah, and you may have heard that from the legend himself. It's not as bad as you may think. I mean, it is damaged, that's for sure, but I think you could repair it if you wanted to. I mean, the interior looks perfectly fine. I don't see any problems with the interior, but yeah, massive shame that this thing is now like it is. But hey ho, that's what happens when you come to a track. Sometimes you get a bit unlucky and sometimes stuff happens, you know, stuff can happen. And yeah, like you've seen, you can crash. I mean, that is a beautiful car. I mean, the Jaguar F-Type just in itself is a fantastic machine, but sometimes, you know, like I said, things can happen and yeah, you can lose it and sometimes you can crash, which is a shame because, like I said, that is a fantastic, beautiful car, but it's now like that, which is a shame. I mean, maybe the owner or someone will come back for it, maybe even Matt Armstrong, who knows. That seems like a car he would buy and fix up, but who knows what the future of that car will be like. But yeah, weird little find there, guys, but I think now that is everything for today's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. First day back at Cadwell definitely did not disappoint. It brought out all the machines and we got some pretty crazy action, and I really hope you enjoyed the first day back at this amazing place. The best place was in the world. So if you want any more Cadwell track days or any content at all from myself, you guys know what to do. Hit that bell, like, comment and subscribe, because then you get to see any content as soon as it comes out. So there you go, pretty good benefit there if you hit that bell. But for now, that's everything from me. I'll see you in the future, guys. Have a good one.